Hey, pleased to see you again. Ain't much happening here today. It's a slow Sunday. Anything I can get you? You mean my favorite pot chock full of plant department goodness? They usually drop in on Sundays due to an aversion of people, which is funny because they're really quite sociable. Personally, I love their quirky sense of humor. What else is there to say? Sure, what's your poison? Guaranteed to keep you energized until the last ever star in the universe blinks out of existence. Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Grim. Ah, yes, there you are. Good, good. Okay, now, listen up. Great work today. You fulfilled your tasks adequately, and all that. However, an emergency has occurred which requires my utmost attention, and I must depart for a couple of days. Yes, straight to the point. While I am gone, another will be in charge. Even though you passed the evaluation, I cannot leave you without any supervision. You will have more freedom, sure, but it is not limitless. Therefore, you will have to continue your daily reports as usual. I will be informed of your progress. Quite so, and you are already acquainted. You will report to Lady Portington.
Friend, your visit's like the sun, regular, and warms the room. The base the marble plate of yore, the arms melted from the cannons of a galleon, a socket a shell of a ferocious sea monster, the shade made from the skull of the beast of Hogward, the coil bent from the thorns of a rose bush in Guyana. I, me drinking buddy, a master electrosmith, built this illuminator. He also loved to spark me drink and laugh gleefully when me whole jaw sizzled. Pranked him right back by knocking his teeth out.
accentuate the morphological field? Or some reclassification of the framing stratum? Ah, I should have known. Scaffolding of the antediluvian complex. Oh, maybe. An amazing feat, young spawnling. Oh, yes, that is I down in the depths. I am the prime curator of the Abysmal Archive, the archive of all existence. Or the bits I've managed to catalogue thus far. Did you know there is a lot of existence? More than you are able to conceive. Ah, yet I see promise in you, spawnling. So, let me tell you a secret. You see, the archive sprouts a mind. Eons ago, incomprehensible to most. Those were the days. We were so young then, Fate and I. Two strapping lads. There was little in the archive initially, but it didn't take long for it to start growing, expanding. Gradually, one manuscript at a time. Important to keep records on everything, when managing everything. We couldn't foresee this happening, the awakening of the archive, its development into a unique organism. Nothing much as far as we can tell. It just exists, expands, endures. The 3 E's. Carefully. It wouldn't be wise to stumble into the archive without an escort who understands the territory. Space folds, becoming labyrinthine. One can get lost. I know, I've misplaced a few interns in this manner. Poor sods. Although no one knows what happens to the disappeared, they may not be dead. Well, any more dead than one already is in this office. Alas, visitations are limited to professional archivists only. Ah, it calls to me, so I must return. I hope you enjoyed our talk.
Yes? Not great. Why are you talking to me? I do? Well, I guess I've got a lot on my mind. Do you know about the butterfly effect? What if I'm that butterfly? Haphazardly fluttering around and then millions of souls perish in anguish. Oh, you're not listening. Just like everyone else. I don't want that on my conscience. I can't handle it. And that's the least of my problems. Last week someone put my stapler in a large jar of strawberry jelly. Well, I panicked. I tried to eat the stapler to freedom. Oh, that went as badly as you can imagine. I chipped a tooth. Some of my bones still stick together. And that's still not all of it. Last month I had to work in the dog department. But I love dogs. I know, right? And the people in the dog department, absolute bad apples. I was scared for the afterlife, I was. But you know, before that, someone filled my room with balloons. Yes, that's what I've been trying to tell you. I have an inkling it's the one they call Lance Thrasher. Yes, and people keep telling me how great Lance Thrasher is. How fun they are to hang out with, how awesome they are, how amazing. How they tell the best jokes and get into the craziest shenanigans. Yes, right? I don't get it either. So, I thought I had to let them know. I walked straight over to Lance and I told them that I don't find them riveting and I don't particularly care about their lame jokes. But then Lance just said, keep it real, and then went on to do a handstand on their desk. Everyone in the office started chanting their name. Lance, 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 Lance. And all those other things. The culprit keeps writing Thrasher was here on everything, with a marker. So, problem solver, what do you think? What should I do? You're right. See, I'm already ahead of you. I've been working on this epic prank. Hurricane Cascade. I am going to completely wrap all of Lance Thrasher's belongings in tinfoil and tape. And when they go to the kitchen to get some scissors, bam! A cupboard full of tennis balls. Crushed. Yeah? Oh, I'm feeling inspired now. Thank you, friend. I need to go and get this set up.
Why, hello again. The den is always glad to see a returning customer. 2 weeks down and you're still kicking. Well done. Say, I've been thinking and, I was hoping you'd explain it to me, the process. I mean, how do you make the choices? How do you really decide who gets to live and who doesn't? Your dedication and diligence are noteworthy. Must take you a long time, though. Yeah, unless mistakes are made somewhere else. Never mind me. I simply ain't one to trust a chain when I can see the other end. Okay, then another question I've been pondering about the process. Do you think about the people after you've made the decision? Or do you forget all about them after it's done? You know, even imagining it, it's like there's so much on the line. So much of everything. All of it makes me anxious as heck, and I ain't even the one choosing. Gazing upon the decision tree, how it branches out across infinity, across space and time. Anyway, this has been enlightening. Thanks for the answers. Anything I can get you? Fate's cat? She's an adorable furball, ain't she? Always skulking around in search of mischief. She sneaks down here, too, so I feed her a few morsels. Almost unnaturally so. It's nice she keeps Fate company. Fate's archaic. All those aeons might not be good for the, you know, mentality. What else you got in mind? Oh? What did this mysterious entity want? And you following, or what? But you follow Fate's orders like a well-behaved drone, right? Elsewise, truth be told, I'm of little help. I know what goes around in the office, I just own the den. What else you got in mind? The prime curator of the archive, you mean? They work down in the cellar, below Mortimer. I haven't met anyone so enamored with structure and organizations before, but I guess it comes with the territory. You two ought to get along fine. Heck, just bond over the equilibrium and standardizations and the like. Maybe you should eventually apply for an archive job instead. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't think it works like that. The Abysmal Archive is a wild land, and not easy to enter. What else you got in mind? Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Hello? Hello? Lady Portington, is Grim there? Oh, goodness. Grim, I heard that... I understand the job can be stressful, that these decisions do not come lightly. But you cannot let everybody live. Such actions will have serious consequences, even if you cannot foresee them. That is what I am for. Trust me, it will be for the benefit of everyone. Understood? What? Could you repeat that? All I hear is static. No matter. You know what the job entails, Grim. I implore you to take it seriously. The world needs to stay in equilibrium. I do hope we will not have to repeat this discussion in the future. Think before you act. That is all.
Back from her booty, are ye? Well, scuttle me both, why don't you? Clear as a crisp spring morn, I remember the day, in the cave at the bottom of an ocean, but 'twas guarded by a horrendous beast. So, had no choice but to underwater arm wrestle the kraken. All 8 tentacles. Afterwards, I met a hag with crow feet wrinkles on her face, and wrinkled crow faces on her feet. She knew me well, though we had not met before. Gifted me this ominous glow. Maybe 'twas a warning of a kind. Maybe she just fancied me. I did die about a week later.
returned. Did you miss me? Oh, who is adorable? Lady Portington? Who is? You are. Of course you are. You are a delightful scamp. Yes, you are. So, okay. Yes. Today is... But before that, we must quickly check your daily conduct. Where did I place those papers? Please. Where are you? Ah, here we go. Right. Seems to be correct, or whatever. Let us proceed to the more important evaluation. No, I would not say that. In essence, you are a solid and dedicated worker. You play by the book. You do what you are told. There is little to criticize in your conduct, except perhaps for the minor lack of independence. Of course, great care goes into calculating the equilibrium. But is that all that matters? One might expect at least an inkling of rebellion. Does an autonomous personality hide anywhere within your skull? You are dependable, faithful, trusted. Is that all you are content with? Now, obviously, you are to be granted a small bonus. No one can argue you have not earned it. Keep it up. The ultimate evaluation is in 2 weeks.
Hey, Grimmy. Pleased to see you again. Are you still wearing the same attire from before? Oh, gross. It's been ages. Oh, Grimmy. This lack of transformation, no, it does not suit you. I've got just the thing to help you out. Something I've been holding for a special case. It's yours. Check it out in a mirror if you got one. Crisis averted. Not much else happening on this quiet Sunday, though, so I appreciate you dropping in. What's on your mind? Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Good evening, Grim. I hope you are doing well. I forgot to ask you yesterday, how did it feel going through almost a whole week on your own? The anguish of existence. Well, let us quickly go over the usual administrative matters. The papers. You have marked fewer deaths than required. I really hope you would avoid such errors by now. Honestly, this corporate mandate is growing a bit tiresome. Oh well, what must be done? Speaking of, yesterday marked a significant moment in your career. Are you content with your evaluation? Oh, the fancy of my imagination. Take it as a metaphor. This reminds me, have you any questions? It has been a while since we had a personable dialogue. What do you mean? Oh, nothing of the sort. The world, and the people therein, create the situations themselves without our interference. Our data mongers assemble, collate, and examine wide swathes of data, and calculate the parameters for the necessary equilibrium. We do not directly cause deaths, although our choices can modify the structure slightly. In a sense. But this is certainly not a one-to-one sequence of causal links. You should consider, time works a bit differently in here. Anything else? The complexity of time. Imagine that it is not a fixed and stable entity. I am sure you did not think only 15 days have passed since your arrival. Considering the frequency and magnitude of events in your moderately sized region, time is an inconsistent flux. While you rest, days, weeks, months may pass at different intervals. Profiles from diverse moments appear on the same day, interlaced, within a rhizome of time and space stretching beyond mere 4 dimensions. That is why causal links are difficult to establish, and the equilibrium is of unfathomable complexity. Anything else? You are a death spawn. I crafted you out of different materials. The store and places. Anything else? No. I am instead particular to this game called Go. Aesthetically pleasing, less violent and imperialistic. Anything else? Until tomorrow, Grim.